Hey, what's up, y'all? Welcome back. Got some more NBA player props we're looking at today on PrizePicks. It is Taco Tuesday, May 13th. So let's get into it. Our last video, one of those the games are still going on. One of those didn't hit, one has, and like I said, Minnesota's still playing right now, putting a whooping on Golden State. So, going to move on to the next day's slates. Got two games, of course. We're looking at three picks. First one's going to be J-Dub right here. Over 7.5 rebounds and assists right here for J-Dub. His other line is at 10. It's a bit steep for me, but he's kind of one of those guys that's a bit unpredictable. He's one of those guys that is able to have a really sharp line. But that's why we take this alternative line at 7.5. This series versus Denver, he is averaging 5.3 assists, and that comes from 10 potential assists per game. And those numbers have stayed very consistent through the whole postseason for him. And then rebounds this series is 4.3 rebounds, and that comes off of 9 potential rebounds per game. So we add those up real quick. We're looking at 19 potential RA, and he's cashing on 9.6 of those per game. We just need 8 here to clear this. Should be a close game, so should see a lot of minutes on the floor from him. So that will be pick number 1. Pick number 2, we're going to stay right here in this game. We're going to go up here. And this one is actually going to be Isaiah Hartenstein. Now, I know it may not sound like a great idea to just take two guys from the same team for kind of the same prop, but they're alternate lines, so it's totally fine. And these are the only two alternate lines here. Our other one is just going to be a regular line on our last pick. So this one, we're going to be looking at rebounds for him. Over 7.5 rebounds for Isaiah Hartenstein. Now, besides Joker and Cat, we come down here for this postseason, besides Joker, Cat, and Gobert, he has the most rebound opportunities per game throughout this entire playoffs out of every team so far that is still here. Other than those three guys, which one of them he will be up against, but he is number 4 in potential rebounds per game this postseason, and that comes out to 20 rebound chances, and he is cashing over half of those just at 10.3. Most rebound chances on his whole OKC roster versus Denver this series. He has had 9, 8, 10, and 14. You see here, so he never falls short of this. Again, all we need is 8. That has been his worst game so far against Denver, is 8. So I think this is a good spot for him as well. So, it kind of evens itself out, seeing how they're alternate lines, same team, blah, blah, blah. Last one, let's hop over to Cleveland. This one's going to be Jared Allen. Now, this is going to kind of be one of like the niche picks, but I think it's really solid. I found some pretty good value in it. It's going to be over, it's probably 2.5 free throws made right here for Jared Allen. So give me 3 free throws out of him. His game log this postseason is honestly pretty appealing. He clears this in 5 of 8 games this postseason, 2 of the 4 games this series versus Indiana. I see this game kind of going more in Cleveland's favor. Maybe they won't win. Maybe Indiana steals it at the very end, but I do see this game going in Cleveland's favor. So it's going to be a lot closer than the last game, that's for sure, because Cleveland is just not going to go out like that. So in games 2 and 3, he went 7 of 8 and 8 of 8. You can see that here. So absolutely crushes this. And then his last game, he missed this line, but he still had 2, right? Game 1, he had absolutely none. But other than that, man, it's been knocking on the door every time. Clears it by a long shot in games 2 and 3. So that is going to be the 2 picks. Jared Allen over his free throw attempt, or 3 free throws made. Hartenstein over 7.5 boards. Jalen Williams over 7.5 rebounds and assists. That's going to be paying out 2.75x. Let me know what y'all think. Good luck. Catch y'all on the next one.